Yo, 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 what is up, YouTube? Playing some Zeus here today. And we actually got kind of lucky here because I'm playing the worst, in my opinion at least, the worst mage in all of Duel, and we're against another mage. It's actually not so good. Now, I'll be honest, if I were Kukulkan versus a Zeus, I would be having a great time. An absolute phenomenal time. Kukulkan is much better than Zeus, I promise you that. He actually is, pretty, I don't want to say a strong dual character, but he's pretty good. He's above average, especially in this meta. He's okay. And if I was against the Zeus, I would have absolutely no problem whatsoever. We're going to pick up the Aegis. I don't know if I should go like Golden Shard for extra clear, because I don't even know how good this guy's clear is off the top of my head, to be honest. Maybe that's troll. We'll just get the Horn Shard, whatever, because I think my 2 clears if I get enough autos, right? I have not played Zeus in such a long time, man. No one has played Zeus in such a long time. This character is buns. But I understand why a lot of people like him. There's going to be some diehard people in the comments, I would assume. And, bro, Zeus is good. You just don't know how to play him. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Or Chunga is so much worse. Yada, yada, yada. Alpwa, whatever mage you guys think is so much worse. And, I respect people wanting to defend their favorite character. More power to you, but that's not going to change my mind, okay? It's just my opinion. And my opinion is that this character is buns. Oh. Okay. Also, this guy's kind of a low-level player as well. So maybe it's a smurf, maybe not. I don't know. Probably not. But yeah, he's a little bit of a low-level player, and he's Koken. So I'll take it, man. I will definitely take it. Hopefully we could squeeze out a win here on this one. Because obviously, like, let's just be real, guys. If I was against a GM player playing Bakasura, I'm not going to win as Zeus, okay? Like, that's just not going to happen. Unless they're actually just really bad or they throw, in which case it's probably not a GM player. So I will take it, man. Knowing Zeus's useless, but okay, he missed. Knowing Zeus's uselessness and also my lack of expertise and experience on the character, to say the least. If you combine those two things and you come up with a big loss, man. And but either way, what I was gonna say is I'll take it, because the whole point of this video is just that I picked the worst mage in Duel, and here's what happens. It either went well or it went bad. I'm not trying to say that I'm capable of beating the best of the best players on the best of the best gods with this character, because I don't think I am, you know what I mean? The video is just about me picking the guy and going against the guy, It's currently 2 p.m. East Coast servers, okay? I didn't queue LATAM, I didn't queue Southeast Asia for a noob game, okay? And this is just what happened. And I love how I'm talking all this smack too, like I'm gonna destroy this guy. Because he's Kukulkan and maybe a lower ranked player. But then I'm probably still gonna lose. Well. If he beats me, man, he beats me. More power to him. But without further ado, I'm gonna stop talking about how I'm gonna get smoked. And I'm gonna start talking about how I'm gonna smoke this guy, man. He did kind of give us red buff pressure, which is nice. It's taking us literally forever to get this stupid rock. I think we should stay, clear the wave. Okay, Zeus's clear is actually pretty good. The only problem with this clear is you kind of have to stand still and auto that thing for a little bit, but the clear is actually pretty good. I won't lie. I mean, he is a mage at the end of the day. He should have good clear. He's not like a Freya, right? He's an ability-based mage, so makes sense. I just didn't know how good the clear was, right? But I am pleasantly surprised. All the Zeus mains are smirking right now, like, noob, didn't even know. One thing I don't know though is, should I level my 2 or my 1 sec? Yeah, I would assume you level the 1 second, but I don't know. The 2 does go up in movement speed, but like, do I really care about movement speed more than I do just optimal damage? Probably not. Yeah, that's some pretty good damage, man. That's some pretty good damage. Dude, maybe Zeus is the best mage in all of Duel, actually. Just kidding. I don't know who actually is the best or the worst mage, I should say, in Duel statistically. Because there are some sites where you can like look at that stuff, but like those things are super skewed, and like it depends on like how much they're picked and stuff like that. And also like, I don't know. What I'm trying to get at here is one way or another, I just don't think those stats are really practical, right? So I'm just giving my thoughts, and I'm not saying my opinion is practical either. That's kind of why I'm like, expressing very heavily that this is just my opinion. My opinion is based off of my perspective and my 9,000 duel games that I've played. I have never once in my life seen a Zeus. Oh my god. I had Aegis for that, so I wasn't too worried about it. I have never once in my life seen a Zeus win a duel game. Like, I mean, I'm sure like a content creator has done it, like Sam or Rexy or something, right? But like in actual games, like against good players and stuff like that, I've never seen a Zeus win, and more importantly, I've never even seen Zeus get picked very much. Like, the character is almost obsolete. Like, no one plays this god. I've probably seen like 3 Zeus players in all of like time. I've actually probably seen like 3, and like some of these other mages that I know some people will say are bad, like Kukulkan, Ra, Chang'e, you know, characters like that. I see them much more than I do Zeus. Like, I actually see, especially like Alposh, for example. A lot of people think Alposh is really bad, but I see that character all the time. Maybe not all the time, but I see him at least 20 times more than Zeus, to say the least. Yeah. So that's my justification there. Also, another reason I'm kind of yapping in this early game is because we are kind of mage v mage, and he is a fast little guy that's slow immune. So it's kind of hard for, like, there's not that much action going on in the early game is what I'm saying. Maybe I should just run at this dude. Okay, this guy does not seem as bad as I thought he was at first. He ulted the wave. Okay, never mind. Alright, we got a game on our hands. This guy's a freaking player. Never mind, guys. I thought he was like literally like a brand new player or something. I'm not trying to say he's an expert. I'm just trying to say he's not, doesn't seem brand new, you know? Like, look, he's aiming his spells at me. He's PvE in the waves, like oh, never never mind. Alright, ult in the wave. Don't care. Dude, I'm so bad at Zeus. I'm actually so bad. I'm out of practice, man. I am out of practice. Oh. Yeah, you better back up, bro. Oh, is that a kill? It is a kill, dude. Oh, like I said, Zeus is the best mage in all of Duel. It's not even a question to me. I clickbaited you guys. Can't believe you guys fell for it. Too easy. Too freaking easy, man. Wait, actually, hold on 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I had a phone call to deal with, but I mean, I'm sure you guys don't mind too much because I will, of course, just skip the pause for you guys like I usually do. If I ever don't skip those pauses, by the way, like a full pause, if I'm not like currently explaining something, like I would never intentionally just AFK and let you guys just sit here for like a full minute. So if I ever don't skip a pause like that, it's because I actually just forgot, you know? I simply forgot. We want a Genji's. I mean, I think Shogun Zeus could go kind of hard, actually. Could go sick nasty, even. Dude, I want to sprint. I feel like I'm going to get so destroyed by his slows at one point or another. Like, Zeus is such a slow guy. He gets movement speed on the 2, but he's such a slow guy. Kukulkan has such a low cooldown and impactful slow. That, yeah. I just want the sprint, man. Call it a day. Bro, all the Zeus mains are probably cringing at the fact that I keep messing up my clear a little bit. Dude, his clear's kind of awkward, man. Like, I'm not going to pretend like I'm bad at it. I mean, I'm not bad at it. I am. Like, his clear is kind of awkward, man. You gotta, like, throw the shield off to the side or something. I keep... Oh, my God. Whatever, man. I'm bad at Zeus, okay? I'm just a noob Zeus player, what can I say? Is leveling the ult better than... Okay, so it goes up by 45 per hit. Let's say, in a perfect world, I'm probably gonna land, like, 2 hits, maybe 3. I'm almost never gonna land all of them, right? Yeah, I think leveling the 2 is better. Maybe that's insane, but it's just more consistent, man. I'm gonna be able to hit it with it more consistently. I'm gonna use it more often. It's gonna give me that movement speed, which is gonna be impactful both offensively and defensively. So that's what we're doing, man. Calling it a day. Hit this rock up, dude. I do like the idea of Zeus, by the way. I'm not a Zeus hater. I'm a hater at the... Dude, he's gonna ult for this. Oh, dude, okay, I just let him get it for nothing, because I thought he was gonna ult me. Okay, Zeus does damage. Who would have guessed? No, I mean, of course Zeus does damage. That's always been his thing, you know? Like, he's always done damage. He just doesn't have good CC, and he has no mobility, stuff like that. You know, like, I would say a very close comparison to Zeus would be Anubis. But the thing about Anubis is he actually does more damage faster than Zeus does. He also has a slow, just like Zeus, so you can't really use that as a pro for Zeus. And but Anubis has CC immunity in his kit, which matters a little bit more in like game modes like Joust or Conquest or Arena, where like, you know, so he can't be Ares ulted, etc., whatever. But, you know, oh god. So Zeus has, Anubis has CC immunity, and he has a 2-second stun, and it's not even that long of a cooldown either. So it's like, they are in a similar situation, but Anubis kind of just does what Anubis does, but better, and has a little bit less flaws. Like, you know, he has CC that Zeus doesn't, and also Anubis just does lifesteal things better as well, which can be used defensively. One thing I will say about Zeus, though, that Anubis doesn't have going for him, is Zeus can do damage on the run better. You know, he's better at like sitting back, you know, ulting his Phoenix defensively. Like, I'm talking out, not just Duel, I'm talking about like in Conquest and stuff. He does a much better job at like defending without actually having to stand still and, you know, die. So I'm not trying to say Anubis is better in every way, but at least from Duel perspective, we're gonna go back to the Duel conversation. Anubis he just does everything better than Zeus, like pretty much everything. Not to say that Anubis is a perfect character either, though, but that's kind of my point, is the closest comparison isn't even like a perfect character either. He has a lot of flaws. Where is he at, man? Is he on Bull Demon? Oh. Hello. But what I was getting at a moment ago is Zeus. One thing I will say that I never doubted about him. I mean, I did doubt his clear a little bit, huh? But one thing I never doubted about Zeus is that he does damage. Like, of course he does big damage, and I like Zeus. Zeus is one of those characters that I've liked. I've played this game for like 10 years, and I've liked Zeus for 10 years. Okay, I like his lore. I like the way he looks. I like his skins. This is one of my favorite skins. I like a lot of things about Zeus, and I wish they would buff him. I wish they would give him his stun back on his 3. Like, I like the character a lot. It's just, whether you like the character or not shouldn't change your opinion as far as, like, whether they're good or not. I mean, like, there's some characters that I love, but I still think aren't that good, you know? Happens, man. Sometimes you just gotta let your bias slide. I don't even know why people care so much about making their character seem good too. I've talked about this before on the topic of like a tier list. People care so much about like their character being rated poorly. And like the way I see it, and you know, everybody has their own opinion, their own perspective, right? But the way I see it is if you play a character and you win most of your games and you do well with that character, and someone tells you that character is bad, wouldn't that just be a compliment to you as a player? Like, isn't that just to say that like you're doing well on a character that most people view as not good at the game, or not good? Like, I just think that's like nothing but a positive thing. But I don't know. If you're one of those people, maybe you guys can let me know. Oh, I missed my own chain. I missed my freaking chain lightning off my 2. Because I'm yapping, dude. I won't stop yapping. I'm talking to you guys about anything and everything. Anyways, to finish that thought, let me know in the comments below if you're one of those people that get really upset about people saying your character isn't a good character. And the only thing I will say that I don't really care to hear about, because I understand that side of the perspective, is if you're playing a conquest game and you pick a character you like and people start making fun of you for picking that character, and they're like, you know, oh, F6, this guy picked this god, and it's just a character that you have confidence in. I understand that argument. I'm saying, is there any other argument? You know what I mean? If that's the only thing, then okay, sure. But like, is there any other reason for why people would get upset other than people flaming them for picking it in like a conquest game? I don't know. Especially like from duel perspective, right? Where you don't have any teammates. Why would you care if people think your god is bad? Like, if anything, good job for winning with a bad character, you know? That's how I see it. But I think I'm gonna go the nimble Bancrofts, by the way. Because I don't really want to go attack speed Zeus. But like, going nimble Bancrofts isn't really like, that's not an attack speed build, you know? That's an ability based build with a little bit of attack speed on it. That's different, right? So I think that's what we're gonna do. Because Zeus auto attacks do kind of slap. In fact, I would imagine that attack speed Zeus or even hybrid Zeus probably goes pretty hard. I think we're gonna wait until, I mean, I kind of bought a power potion, didn't I? I think we can, yeah, I'll still have my power pop for a little while. I think we're gonna wait until I have Route to Hoodie done, and then we're gonna force pull Demon. Really? Wait. Did I let my charges fall off? I did not. Okay, good. We're gonna sprint and Aegis. Oh, I kind of got knocked way further away than I thought I was going to. Ooh. Okay, we got him. We got him. I don't know. He's kind of just underestimating me a little bit, man. I kind of do some big damage. I am really far ahead, though, to be fair. That is one thing I will say, is it's pretty easy to look at this situation and be like, bro, how is Zeus worse than Kukulkan? You're stomping him. And it's like, bro, is this Kukulkan a GM player who has 9,000 games played? No. Is this Kukulkan up 2-0 at the time, right? Up 2-0, multiple levels, multiple thousands of gold with a red pot and a red buff? Because I did have a red buff at that time. So it's like, he's in a really bad spot. And if he played it better, he didn't have to be in this. Oof. If he played it a little bit better, he didn't. Oh, his ult is back up, bro. He didn't have to be in that spot. Because again, I cannot stress this enough, guys. If I was Kukulkan and I went and I saw Zeus, I promise you guys, from my perspective, I would have no problem with that matchup. I would be happy. I'd be confident. I'd be like, oh my god, a Zeus? Thank God. Thank God it's not something like worse, you know? We're gonna refresh our 500 pack. Why not? We got the Rada Tahuti, which is really big on Zeus. Gonna give us a lot more damage on pretty much all of our stuff. And we got the Nimble Bancrofts, like I said. We're gonna get even more attack speed off the Nimble when we pick up this red buff. Probably like 2 stacks, I'd say. Ooh, 3 stacks, okay. And we're gonna get even more attack speed, just a little bit. It caps at 20, I'm pretty sure. But we're gonna get even more attack speed. Caps at 20 stacks. I mean, not 20%. Oh, can I throw this over the wall? I actually don't know. Wait, I actually want to test that real quick. Let me see. Does this go through? No, it doesn't. Because I know they've made some changes to Zeus. I didn't know, because you didn't used to be able to throw his 2 over walls, and now you can. So that's just an example of one of the changes they made, right? Ooh, he kind of walked into my bouncy boys. Bruh, I'm killing it. Oh my god, I didn't know if there was a Phoenix shot coming or not. I didn't want to troll, man. The Aegis is worth not losing my 500 pot. Because I know I killed the Phoenix, but that does not mean there wasn't a Phoenix shot coming towards me, right? I was not paying close enough attention to see whether or not the Phoenix had just shot me or not, to be honest. I was more focused on dealing damage to it and trying to avoid the Kukulkan ability, which I didn't, by the way. But that's still what I was focusing on, so... Either way, better safe than sorry, man. Whatever. I'm not too worried about it. I'm just explaining myself, just yapping. No big deal. I think I'm gonna go Mirrodin last, actually. Because for those who don't know, Power Pot, this is not a recent change. It's been like this for a while. But for those who don't know, Power Potion does not give CDR anymore, guys. It does not. So if you want to cap your cooldown, you actually have to build full cooldown, or you have to pick up a blue buff. I'd rather have the red. So and I kind of want cap cooldown. Plus, Mirrodin's going to be good for me. I mean, it's going to give me 40% pen, and it has a pretty good passive, you know. I pop my ult, and then I start doing big damage with my other stuff. It's good for PvP, and it's also good for PvE in the sense of, I haven't used my proximity ward, have I? But it's also good for PvE in the sense of, like, if I ult the Titan, you know, I get extra damage and whatnot. Let me see the official thing here. Yeah, just increased damage. I was making sure it wasn't power. You just get increased damage, and how that works on the Titan, right? So let me make sure I'm not an idiot. Yeah, it's just increased damage, though. It works on everything. Oh, I guess he has a ward, huh? Yeah. Oh wait. Oh yeah. Dude, how do I keep missing my own thing? You know what? A change they should add to Zeus, you know, besides giving his stun back on his 3 smile. A change they should add is making it to where he can recall his shield. Okay. GG. We kind of just destroyed that guy. We do like 1,000,000 damage at this point. Holy man. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe Zeus is broken. That's what all the Zeus mains are thinking right now, hoping I'll change my mind. No. Pub stomping some guy who doesn't even know how to play Duel that well and didn't even get he didn't even get a second relic, by the way, mind you. So no, pub stomping some guy who's probably in like gold. No offense, buddy. Like, if you're watching this video, I do apologize, but let's be real. He's a pretty low ranked player playing a pretty low ranked character, although that character is better than mine. I will say that. But still a low ranked character, right? So this does not change my mind at all. Zeus is terrible, but we did do a lot of damage. We did own that guy. As far as the build goes, I'm no Zeus expert, you know what I mean? So all I'm gonna do here is tell you guys. Actually, let me tab out so I can mute the sounds in the background because Zeus be kind of noisy, huh? All I'm gonna do is, you guys saw the build that I built in that game. I think that's what I would build in most scenarios. I think lifesteal is really strong. You could go poly if you wanted. But one thing I will mention, just really quickly, is if you wanted to start Book of Thoth or even start Bancroft for that matter, you could. And if you're in a matchup where it's really tricky and you feel like you're not going to be able to win, like say you're Zeus versus like a really, really aggressive assassin that's going to kill you a lot, this Warlock's item actually gives you a lot of HP. So, I mean, I don't know, guys. It's up to you guys whether you guys think it's worth it or not. But this Warlock's gives you up to 400 HP, so keep that in mind. And what I will say is I think that rings are pretty good on Zeus. I don't know if they're good enough to actually go multiple, but I would say that it's definitely a viable option to pick up a demonic grip. Just one quick little ring, definitely viable and definitely useful. Doom Orb is another item that I would recommend. You could have went this over Mirrodin in the game that I just played. You could have went this instead. Mirrodin is very, very, Doom Orb is very, very strong on Zeus because it's just strong on any character that lacks mobility. You know what I mean? And he definitely lacks mobility. I'd say Reaver is a very good option into super, super tanky targets. Make sure you have enough pen and get your Reaver because he does have 4 damaging abilities. So the Reaver is actually pretty darn good. Not the easiest abilities to poke with consistently, but still, he has 4 damaging abilities, right? So I'd say Reaver is pretty decent. I don't know if I would recommend Tablet. Probably not. Obshar, definitely a solid item on Zeus overall. So I had to like cough there for a moment. And as far as if you're against a physical god, I would just go Breastplate. And if you go Breastplate, then you don't really need the CDR from Mirrodin. So that's when you might want to pick up the Doom Orb, or maybe even double defense or something of that nature. Maybe your demonic grip, like I was saying. But other than that, guys, like I said, I'm not going to put a bunch of items on here. I just wanted to throw out some honorable mentions on top of the build I just went, because I do think the build I just went is probably what you should do in most scenarios with Zeus. And you know, again, it's just my opinion that he's the worst mage in here. Let me show the mages real quick. Actually, it's just my opinion that he's the worst mage. You could make an argument for some of these other guys. Like, I don't want to say Chang'e, actually. I was going to say her, but she would dog walk Zeus in a heartbeat, and she has more consistent matchups. So would Afro. The only ones I would say that are even close, honestly, is maybe Nox, but Nox actually has some pretty good matchups into other mages. Zeus has fair matchups into other mages too, though, so I'm not really sure. But maybe Nox, maybe... Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. Zeus is just bad. He's the worst. I'm sorry. He just is. But that doesn't mean you can't play him, and that doesn't mean you can't pull out dubs. And shoutouts to all those Zeus mains out there that actually do get dubs. As a matter of fact, maybe this will make at least one guy smile, just in case one of them are watching me. Let's see. Let's see the Zeus mains, guys. Oh, there's 5 whole Zeus players in all of Duel, and one of them has a positive win rate. So shout outs to my boy Alpha Steph. Good job. You're on the grind, man. I appreciate you guys watching the video. I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.